Good day, lords and ladies. Welcome to the Kagan Crow, where we love all things Warhammer. So, a couple of days ago, we got another news drop for the old world. I haven't gotten around to doing it until a couple of days because, I'm busy with stuff. And I also kind of wanted to get a feel for what everyone else out there was thinking about this and, see if they said anything that I missed. Most of the things they say here are pretty straightforward. They have said a lot and hinted at a lot, but have confirmed nothing. So there's a lot of speculation out there, and we won't know anything until the game drops. They've dropped some strong hints. We'll see what we can try and figure out and guess at. So first thing here, they've said that, some things are going to stay the same. Some things are going to be new. This game is not only for the old players, also going to be for new players. It is the new people that are interested in it, like Total War Warhammer, that are bringing this game back. So it is fair that they are trying to appeal to the newer players as well, and not just the old ones. So in this first picture, we have the High Elves going against the Dwarves, and it does look like all of these are on 25mm bases. They have still not confirmed any other size bases, so we don't know what the Cavalry or Chariot bases are. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be a 60 by 30 for these, but once again, we don't know. One of the only things that's really confirmed in this is all of these war machines are now on bases. That was never an official thing before. So it now looks, we're just assuming all war machines are now going to have bases. There's a picture of the Empire later where the mortar is also on a base. All of these are like the classic Slayers. They haven't shown any new miniatures. I imagine when Dwarves get their new book, they're going to get some new Slayer models because these are really old. I think these were released back in 6th edition, and that was a while ago. For drawing battle lines, once again, like a fantastic picture. We love this. Some Snotlings way here in the back. Orc Boar Boys. I know a lot of people are really excited about the Orc Boar Boys coming back. It's one of the better sculpts in the Orcs and Goblins range. I have a full unit, so I'm fine with what I got, but I know a lot of other people wanted to get them before they ran out. They're going to be coming back. Obviously, people aren't going to be setting up their battle lines like this. This is just to look nice for the camera. All right, so they've talked about rank and file here. They haven't said how wide units are going to have to be to get rank bonuses. In all the pictures that they've released since they've started doing the development diaries, units have been in a variety of ranks and file, and I'm going to guess that they got to be at least 5 wide to get a rank bonus, but that can't be confirmed because of how they've been taking all these pictures. It'll keep us guessing. Sometimes they're 5 wide, sometimes they're 6 wide, sometimes they're 8 wide. I don't know if I've seen any 10 wide. So if we're getting Horde rules, it might not be 10, it might only be 8 wide. Might be that you only need 4 wide like you did back in 6th edition to get a rank bonus. We just don't know. They have also said that it won't just be the front rank attacking. Other ranks will be attacking as well. So I don't know if it's going to be like a pile in kind of thing from, I think it was 5th edition. It might be like 8th edition where the second rank also gets to attack. It might be like 7th edition where you could do a wraparound if you won combat. There's just a lot of, they've hinted at things. But of course, they have not confirmed anything. We don't know. Oh, here's some more war machines here. There's a mortar, there's a doom diver, and a spear chukka. All of them on bases. Once again, fantastic looking miniatures. Here's an old fortress. I used to have one of these a few years ago, but I never used it, so I sold it. They've actually managed to paint this one up to look nice. So what they say in this breaking the enemy section here is that usually in combat, you'll beat each other up. The losing side will take a break test. If you fail your leadership test, then you run. And the winning side has the choice to either pursue or just stay there and let you run away. Now, it's not going to be just that. They say there's going to be a pushing mechanic for units to go back and forth. Don't know how that's going to work. Somebody's found an old rule. I'm not sure which edition this is from, but it's falling back in good order. When you lose combat, if you outnumber the opponent at least 2 to 1, you can do a retreat, and if the other guys follow you and run into you, they don't just run you down, you just continue fighting. And that's a really cool idea to have large infantry blocks for things like goblins. That just makes them a really good tar pit. You can definitely fall back and draw people into traps that way. They might do it like that. Another thought that I had was if you lose the break test by however much you break by, you get pushed back that many inches. So if you're hitting guys really hard, you can push them back quite far before they end up breaking. If you beat them by like 5 or more, then they'll break and you can run them down. But that's just speculation. I have nothing to prove that. I just thought that would be a cool idea until I found this falling back in good order, which also seems really cool. I can't wait to see how this is going to work out, because that would happen in real life a lot, where you push the other guys back or get pushed back. It wasn't just you break and run in and follow the other guys down. There's a lot of pushing in combat. Power of magic. It sounds like this is going to be the biggest change so far. There's no longer going to be a magic phase. Instead, magic is going to happen all throughout the game, throughout all the phases. How I imagine this working, you'll only be able to cast certain spells during certain phases. Like Hand of Gork, you'd be able to pick up a orc unit and move it within a certain radius. I imagine like spells like that would be activated during the movement phase. Other ones that give them, faster movement or ethereal so that you can move through terrain and stuff. Those I imagine will be cast during the movement phase. Stuff like magic missiles or enhancing damage will be cast in the magic phase, or maybe the close combat phase, things that'll be like flaming attacks in close combat, or X's and augmentations probably be cast in the magic phase. That they haven't confirmed any of this, just this is what it sounds like to me that they'll be doing, which I can see making sense. I don't know if it's going to be good. It might be great, it might not. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. They've also said that if you want, like, despelling is going to continue to be part of the game, but it seems like you'll probably have to have a wizard nearby another wizard in order to attempt to despell them, which is going to make positioning them, you're going to have to put them in danger a lot more. It's not just a matter of getting good line of sight to get good spells off. You might have to place these guys in order to try and counter the other guy's spells, which I think seems really cool. Like in 40k, you'd have to be within 18 inches of another Psyker in order to attempt to stop their Psyker from casting things. I think that seems like a really cool idea. It's definitely going to change up how wizards in the game work. We'll have to see how it works, but every time they drop some information here, I'm really excited about it. It seems like a lot of good changes. So far, it seems like a big passion project to me. They've been given enough support to actually make a game, but not too much support where it's just entirely money driven. This seems like a passion project by the people who are working on it, and I have high hopes for this, but GW has let me down before, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The other updates that came out earlier this month, this one wasn't directly for the old world, this was actually for the Cities of Sigmar, for Age of Sigmar. Everything that is related to the Empire, High Elves, Wood Elves, dwarves, pretty much everything that was in the old world. All of these miniatures are going off the shelves. They're saying that if you want them, buy them now because they're going away. They might go away permanently and they'll be replaced with newer ones. I find that unlikely. What most people are saying, and this is I think what most people are assuming, is that they're just going to get a reboxing, maybe some new cover art, and they'll also be given some square bases so that they can be used for Age of Sigmar or Warhammer the Old World. Most of these miniatures have aged really well. The crossbowmen, handgunners, the free guild guard, and the pistoliers and the greatswords are, I think, probably the only ones that could need a resculpt. They don't really look that bad, but they could get updated. The rest of these I think look fantastic as they are, and I don't think that they need a resculpt at all. I think a lot of people are assuming it's just going to be the reboxing. That's all that's focused on for here. At the beginning of this month, one of the things that I forgot, like I posted on Facebook about it, but I sure didn't post on the YouTube channel about it. Sorry, guys. Is they showed another Bretonnian miniature. This is going to be the BSB. A fantastic looking miniature. It looks gorgeous. Some people think it looks really weird. They think that he's got like tiny little legs, but it might just be the angle going on here. We're not sure. It might be that once we actually have the miniature in hand and we can see all the proportions, we'll be like, oh, it's just a really big horse. Because the Bretonnians do famously have some of the largest horses in the world because they've bred them to be war horses, which are definitely larger than regular horses. They're big, powerful beasts. In Warhammer, where everything has to be bigger and more powerful than the other guys. So with all the information, that's like 3 information drops we've had this month. It feels like these are like really starting to ramp up. I'm really I know I say it every one of these videos, but I'm so excited about this. I still play 8th edition, so if this turns out to be a terrible game, then I'm still good to play with my friends. But I have such just high hopes for this. And my wife is smiling at me because she can hear the passion in my voice. I hope you can hear it too. I'm so excited. Lots of great news coming here, guys. I'm going to go rebase some miniatures, and I'll see you guys next time.